Greetings programs, welcome to more Minecraft, and yeah, this looks a little bit different than normal, and that's because I'm using some of it's a shaders mod basically. It's not that hard to install, and I will put a link in the description. But I've been experimenting with it, and I just thought I'd show you guys. I'm not going to do the whole episode like this though. I just wanted to show you how pretty it looks with the water and everything. But as you can see, it is a bit too dark, so we'll just be sticking with the regular Minecraft look. But I thought I would just, yeah, I would show you guys how it looks with. It's very moody. It just it's even nicer when you're outdoors. Basically, it's a bit wasted when you're underground. But yeah, this is with the oh god, I can't even remember what it's called. But yeah, there will be a link in the description. So, without further ado, I shall switch back to regular Minecraft, and we shall get on with the show. And here we are, back in normal looking Minecraft, and yeah, it's a heck of a lot brighter looking, so we're going to stick with this for the moment. I don't know if there's any way to increase the brightness settings of the shaders, but if there is, I haven't discovered how to do it. Anyway, I've made a bit of progress in various things. I still haven't found. I've been watching PC War Machines videos. I know there is a mineshaft around somewhere, and I've actually done a little bit of exploratory digging down here. Not found anything yet, but it's down here somewhere, you guys. I know there is a mine shaft. I need to. I'm considering blocking up this room, maybe taking out the torches, or I just need somewhere where I can go and kill some skeletons because yeah, I need to be able to kill things. I need to be able to get bone meal. I need seeds so I can grow wheat, and then, well, little frame rate derp there, and that just generally is going to progress me quite a lot. So there's not really much to show you down there that's new, but I've been doing a bit more stuff underwater. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is, wait for it, ta-da! The grand reveal. This is almost finished. I've just got to take this last bit away. But yeah, an entirely glass roof for this area. I'm going to dig down some still because this is going to be the tree dome. It's not a massive area, but it's big enough for, I think, at least 2 rows of trees. So it just needs to be deeper, basically. I think there should be enough space for 2 rows, 3 or 4 trees maybe, which is going to be more than enough for my needs, because the main thing I'm using wood for is sticks and things like chests, and I might do some more decorative things with wood later on, but I don't need masses of wood especially. You can see I've also put down quite a few more torches, and that's because, yeah, it obviously wasn't quite bright enough in here, because like I mentioned in the last episode, coming through, finding a creeper just standing there, there were 1 or 2 more mobs that spawned when I was downstairs, or I was through, and I came through, and hey look, there's a spider, or hey look, there's a skeleton. Yeah. I've also done something over here. Now, this is all very interesting. What could this be? Well, this is going to be my my livestock area, basically. It's not particularly massive so far, but I've built it into the side of this hill, and again there's a bit of a glass roof going on there. It's big enough that this room is probably going to be, I don't know, cows, sheep, pigs, whatever, and then I'm going to build some side rooms off this, basically. So this is all going to be far enough away from the main area that hopefully the noise won't be too annoying. It won't just be constant chicken noises or villagers or whatever. I haven't done any cat breeding yet, but that will be my first thing, because obviously I can do fish right now. In fact, I'm holding raw fish for some reason. Maybe I'm just waiting for somebody that I can slap with it and do a whole Monty Python sketch. But the main thing I'm going to be doing this episode is not through there. I don't know why I'm going through there. But it's going to be building the farming dome, the farm greenhouse, and I've cleared out an area here. So this is going to be I'm going to start and possibly finish it in this episode. It depends how long it takes. The bucket method is going to speed things up considerably. This is what the outside of the dome here looks like, by the way. I've got it connected to the outside ocean, so I hope that I seem to catch a fair number of fish. I think that that means that it counts as being connected to the outside water, and maybe therefore it makes it easier to get fish. Maybe, I don't know if that's right or not, but it feels like I'm getting a decent number of fish. So that's that bit of dome from the outside. I haven't really done too much more underwater exploration. I did find an interesting-ish cave where it looks like it might be a chasm where there's plenty of air, but I didn't really fancy exploring around that too much, so that might be a thing for a later episode. That's off underwater a ways. So yeah, let's just float back over in this direction gently. One of the things PC War Machine did in his latest video is he had a helmet with water breathing on, and I think that's going to be darn useful, but I don't have the resources for that yet. I need stuff like gold and an enchanting table which needs diamond and obsidian and books, and I can't do any of those things yet. So I don't need a fishing rod. Don't need raw fish, so I can put that in there. And I've got loads of stone, and I'm going to want some glass as well, because what I've been doing up till now is I've just been building everything with stone and then replacing it with glass as I go along, but I've actually got a big enough stock of glass now that I think I can be building with glass from the get-go. The other thing I could do with some more of is torches, actually, because I'm getting a bit low on torches, and that might be useful. I'm actually gonna I've decided I'm not going to the farming dome is not going to be connected via a corridor. I'm just gonna I might do it some later point, but for now I'm just going to have this little short walk underwater. Basically, it's not very far. You're not going to drown on the way to the farm from that door to the front door of the farm, which is here basically. So I'm not too worried on that score. That isn't really something I think is going to be an issue, but it's possibly something I might change. So I don't need the sword either. So yeah, I can see if you had a bucket and a helmet with water breathing, that would be considerably useful, but obviously I don't at the moment, so it's it means I have to remember to take a breath every so often, but it's still a heck of a lot quicker than what I was doing before, which now seems horribly amateurish, building shelters and having to run back for a breath when I can just yeah. Oh man, so many drownings, so many drownings. But maybe some of you guys were tuning in just for the drownings. Who knows? That's always a possibility. Right, how far along do I want it this way? I don't want to obstruct that too much, so I'm thinking maybe around about there. I can always expand it a bit if need be, but this doesn't, this doesn't have to be a massive space given the nature of the thing. And bearing in mind also the only thing I can grow at the moment is pumpkins, and I can't even actually eat pumpkins. There's sugar cane as well, but again, that's something I can't eat. What I might do is, along with cats, I might spawn the villagers in and basically plonk them in a little nook, a little corner somewhere, and just see what they'll trade with me, because I don't have a whole heap I can trade at the moment, but if they're willing to trade things like paper for things or stone for things, there's some things I have an abundance of, planks for instance, it just depends what they're willing to trade. So this will be slightly the dome isn't going to be massively high. I'm actually going to sort of dig down slightly, so this will be kind of recessed into the ground a bit, but it should be, I think, more than a big enough space for once everything's going, you don't need that much wheat. The bottleneck with wheat is always when you're starting out, and especially when you're starting a survival game normally, and you're just getting you get a bit stuck because you can only collect so many seeds by bashing grass, or rather you get bored bashing grass eventually. Sometimes getting that wheat crop going can be a struggle, but once you've got it going, it makes things considerably easier. So here we go. This is the boundaries laid out, and I think this is a reasonably big space. But if you watch PC War Machine's videos, he's embarked on a mega project, a massive sort of glass pyramid thing that, frankly, it's pretty darn huge. So let's do stone there, because that's up against a dirt bank, and that corner is up against a dirt bank, so that's going to be stone, and I can just start laying down courses of glass now, basically, which I should have more than enough. It's just going to be a big square box, but hey, it doesn't really need to be anything else especially. Right, that is kind of want to leave a space for a door. That's generally considered to be a good idea. Some way in and out. So let's have more glass. I should have enough. I've got a fair bit of glass here. Certainly enough for what I've got in mind, hopefully. Now that I can just bucket around underwater, it makes collecting sand considerably easier. I can just basically get a spade, go out, collect a couple of stacks of sand. It's not especially interesting, so not going to be doing it on camera, but it really does make things a lot easier. You just have to pay attention to your air supply, basically, and once you've got something like an enchanted helmet, then you're gonna again have a far easier time of things. So we want to bring that in one, so dirt block there. Now I could actually, having done that, I think actually what I'll do is almost make it a kind of greenhouse shape. So this being the long axis, we'll plonk down the glass here. Oh. You'll notice I've got the I scroll by using the trigger buttons on my controller, basically. So I know you can hit your if you hit whatever on the keyboard, and it just takes you straight to the thing in question. But because I'm doing it this way, I have to scroll through the whole bar. It is a slight flaw sometimes, but as long as you group things close together that you're going to need, it's not really that much of an issue. So here we go. This is already shaping up pretty quickly. I might do the part where I obviously do all the filling it up with the dirt and basically excavating it. I'll do all that off camera, because that's not especially, you guys have seen all that already. You don't want to watch me do that again. But I thought I'd show you this bit of construction and just see how it goes using the bucket, and it is considerably easier. So, pro tip if you're using this map, but I didn't, pro tip that I didn't know until someone pointed out in the comments: use a bucket. The bucket's there for a reason. It's not just a decorative bucket. That's a thing, right? Decorative buckets. Right, question is how high up. I think that'll be the last course. We don't want this to be, I'm building down, so I don't need it to be too high. I might do like a crest or something, but I mean that already would be. It might only be sunken by 1 or 2 blocks. I mean, there's going to be plenty of space in here. It doesn't need to be a massively capacious structure in terms of height, because it's only regular farm plants will be growing in here. Although I might end up with things like you know, sugarcane in here, and cacti. So in that case, you want to have a few blocks above your head, but it doesn't need to be all that massive. So let's keep plonking down these courses of glass. Oh, not quite close enough to put those down there. Not drowning would be good. Right, let's eat a wet fish. I mean, you know, the being underwater and eating food, that only enhances the flavour, right? Yeah, yeah, definitely. At least it's not bread, you know. That would be completely... Can you imagine trying to eat bread underwater? Yeah, I have a feeling that would be unpleasantly soggy, maybe. Not that the fish wouldn't be unpleasantly soggy, but at least I'm not eating it raw. My precious. My precious. What has it got in its pockets? Wait, what? Yeah, this is shaping up very nicely. Going very quickly. And I will just need something to put in it when it's done. I'll be able to start off by moving the sugarcane up here, because at the moment it's a bit cramped downstairs. I can speed the you know, not that I can do massive amounts with sugarcane at the moment, but maybe once I've plonked some villagers down, maybe there'll be one that wants to trade sugar, or maybe trade paper. That would be useful either way. And the fact that there's 2 villagers means that there's a chance of variety, basically. I don't think they will breed, though. I don't think I can make more villagers. I think the rules regarding what villagers regard as buildings, you basically need to be out in the open air. You can't do that underground. You can't do that underwater. Although that said, I'm kind of tempted to just be silly and make like a regular village pattern house, but just have it underwater. But I don't know, if I do that, will they just be silly and go out through the door and drown? So I don't know. That might be worth trying out just for the silliness factor of it, because hey, I'm super serious all the time, you guys. Super serious. Yeah, we're getting there, just about done. I'll probably wrap this episode up once I've finished this, which is just another construction episode and me talking basically. But yeah, I know last episode was a bit of a disaster. I still actually haven't found out where that cave is yet. Minecraft continues to troll me. So yeah, GG Notch, GG. I might actually not have quite enough glass on me here. I might be slightly struggling. I didn't need to make it this tall, but hey, it looks pretty good. But yeah, if you think this is nothing compared to what PC War Machine's doing, that thing he's building is just ridiculous. So yeah, I might actually connect that at some point, but for now I'm not too fussed. It's only a short walk underwater. I'm clearly going to need to go and find a heck of a lot more sand, because it does, you know, you build this stuff and you think, okay, yeah, I've got like three boxes of glass. That's gonna be fine, right? And then you actually go and build a structure and you're like, no, that wasn't fine. Oh, better. There we go. Grab another breath of air. So there we go. That is one greenhouse. Took quite a lot of glass, but I think that looks okay. I think that's of a sufficient size, and it's expanded my usable area quite considerably. So I just need to basically now go fill that up with the dirt, make it all filled with air, maybe dig down a level or two, and I'm going to have quite a nice area for actually growing stuff once I've got more stuff to grow. So hopefully by the time we get to the next episode, you will you'll be able to see some progress. You will be able to see some trees growing in this area. You'll be able to see some stuff growing over in that area. And I might actually have found a cave and maybe even a mine shaft by that point. But either way, I'm getting to the stage where I really need to have some mobs to kill, because if nothing else, bone meal would be incredibly useful right now. Anyway, let's wrap this up here. If you liked the video, you can hit the like button, you can leave a comment, you can subscribe to my channel, and of course, as always, stay tuned for more.